Welcome to Rabbi's Story, guys. As the rain beats down tonight, let's dive into stories that'll make your heart race. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss the story. Brace yourself. It's about to get creepy. Let's begin. The Hollow Field. I've been on this land my whole life. Same farmhouse, same barn, same fields, stretching out as far as you can see. My daddy worked it before me, and his daddy before him. Farming's not glamorous. It's dirt, sweat, and early mornings. But you get used to the rhythm of it. You trust the land. You know its moods. You know when something's not right. And last fall, something wasn't right. It started with the corn. One patch in the southern field started dying off. Real sudden, like it had been poisoned. The stalks turned black at the base, curled in on themselves. I'd never seen rot spread that fast. So I tilled it up, burned it, figured that'd take care of whatever was in the soil. But the next day, I found something in the middle of that same field. A perfect circle. No tracks, no broken stalks around it. Just flattened soil, pressed so hard it was like a machine had stamped it down. But I don't own any equipment that could do that, and no one else had been on my land. That's when the animals started acting weird. My cattle refused to go near the southern field. They'd stop dead at the edge and bawl, like they could sense something was wrong. My dog, normally fearless, started whining any time I walked in that direction, wouldn't go near it. Then one morning, I found one of my cows dead. Thing is, it wasn't killed like you'd expect. No sign of a struggle. It was just emptied, hollow, like something had scooped the insides out and left the shell. No tracks, no sign of a predator. I buried the carcass myself. Didn't want to explain it to anyone. But that night, I couldn't sleep. I heard something out there. A low hum, like machinery, but slower, deeper, like the ground itself was breathing. I went out with my flashlight, boots crunching in the frost. The humming stopped as soon as I reached the field, but the circle was back, wider now, and something was standing in the middle of it. It wasn't a person, not really. Tall, too tall, thin, pale, long arms that hung past its knees. It didn't move, didn't speak, just stood there, facing my house. I froze. It didn't flinch, didn't even seem to see me. Then, all at once, the light in my hand flickered out, and when it came back, it was gone. The next morning, there were more circles, 3 of them, connected, like some kind of symbol, burned into the earth. I tried reporting it. Sheriff came out, took a look, said it was vandals or kids playing a prank. Kids don't hollow out cows, Sheriff. I don't care what anyone says. Something's out there. Something wrong. I've heard it since. That same hum. That same stillness. I don't go near the southern field anymore. It's quiet now. Too quiet. But sometimes when I look out the window at night, I swear I still see it. Just standing, watching, waiting for something. If you ever work the land, and I mean really know it, you'll understand. The earth remembers things. It knows when something unnatural touches it. And right now, it's trying to warn us. The one that waits. I've been fishing these waters since I was a kid. My father before me, and his before him. Same old harbor, same creaky boat, same stretch of coast. People think the ocean is peaceful, beautiful, calm. They don't know her like I do. The sea, she keeps secrets. This happened about a year ago. I was out past the jetty, a little before dawn. No other boats out that early. Just me, the fog, and the soft slap of water against the hull. I cast my line like I always do. The tide was low, the air still, the kind of quiet that makes you feel like the world's holding its breath. About an hour in, I felt a pull on the line, hard, stronger than anything I've ever hooked. It didn't fight like a fish. It pulled slow and heavy, like I'd snagged something deep, something that didn't want to come up. I reeled anyway. Whatever it was, it let go. But when I reeled in the line, there wasn't a fish. There was a doll, old, soaked. Its face was cracked porcelain, the kind with painted blue eyes and a tiny stitched mouth. Its hair was made of seaweed. No joke, actual seaweed. Tangled, knotted, like it had been growing from the scalp. I laughed at first, threw it back overboard. Big mistake. The second I let go of that thing, the wind changed. The sea got choppy, fast. I checked the sky, clear, but the water, angry. The boat started to rock. I turned on the engine, tried to steer back toward shore, but the compass spun in circles. Then I saw it, out on the water, a figure, standing, just standing on the surface, like the sea was solid beneath its feet. It was tall, thin, pale. Its arms hung low, fingers longer than they should have been. Its head tilted slightly, watching me. I couldn't make out its face, but I knew it was looking at me. Then it raised one hand and pointed at me. At that exact moment, the engine died. Dead. No sputter, just silence. I was drifting. The current pulled me toward it. I tried to paddle, tried everything, but the sea was stronger. It always is. Then the figure sank, just dropped into the water. No splash, gone. The second it vanished, the wind stopped. The sea calmed. The engine coughed back to life, like nothing had happened. I got the hell out of there. Made it back to the dock just after sunrise. Didn't speak to anyone. Didn't go back out for weeks. But that wasn't the end, because a few days later, I found the doll again, lying on the pier, dry, perfect, looking right at me. I threw it in a fire, watched it burn. I thought that was it. But some nights, when I'm alone by the water, baiting my lines, I see something, just offshore, standing, watching, waiting. The sea gives, the sea takes, and some things she never lets go. The call. I've been a paramedic for over 12 years. You get used to the chaos, the blood, the trauma. You get numb to it. You learn how to handle it, how to stay professional, how to keep it together when someone's life is hanging by a thread. But there's always that one call that sticks with you, the one that haunts you. This happened a few months ago. It was a late shift, around 2 a.m., when the call came through. We were dispatched to an old run-down house on the edge of town, the kind of house you drive by and think, someone should fix that place up. I didn't think much of it at the time. Another emergency, another night. I grabbed my gear, jumped in the ambulance, and sped out. My partner Sam was with me. He'd been working with me for a couple of years. We didn't talk much on the way there, just the usual, focused on the road, keeping the sirens on. When we arrived, the street was quiet, too quiet. It felt wrong. No one outside, no lights on in the house, just silence. We went up to the door, knocked, and it creaked open. I'll never forget how slow it was, like it had been left open for us, waiting. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I found. The hallway was dark, but the air was thick. It smelled like something I couldn't place. Old wood, mildew, and something else, something rotting. There was a woman at the end of the hall, She was standing there facing the wall, her back to us. Her hands were pressed against the wall, palms flat, like she was holding herself up. I could see her hair, long, dark, hanging loose, and she was shaking. Sam and I exchanged a glance. Something didn't feel right. But we did our job. We called out to her, but she didn't move, didn't respond. "Ma'am, we're here to help." Still nothing. I stepped forward, slowly, careful. Sam stayed back, watching her, but not moving any closer. There was something about the way she stood there, like she wasn't aware we were there, like she wasn't real. I called out again, this time, louder. "Ma'am, we need to check on you." Finally, she turned. But when she did, her eyes, they were completely white. No pupils, no color, just empty. I froze. Her mouth opened, but instead of words, there was a low guttural noise, like someone was dragging a knife across a chalkboard. It hurt to listen to. She took a step toward me, then another, and another. "Sam, get back," I shouted. He pulled back, but he didn't take his eyes off her. She wasn't walking normally. Her movements were jerky, unnatural, like a puppet on strings. I didn't know what was happening, but something in my gut told me we needed to get out of there. Before I could react, she lunged forward. I barely had time to dodge before she crashed into the wall beside me. She screamed, a sound so loud and distorted. It was like nails on metal. I grabbed Sam and pulled him back to the door, but as we rushed out, I heard it. A voice, not hers, not the woman's, from somewhere deep in the house. A whisper that made my blood run cold. "You're too late." I didn't wait to see what else was in that house. I ran out, slammed the door shut, and we bolted to the ambulance. The whole ride back, I couldn't stop shaking. Sam was quiet, his eyes wide, his knuckles white as he gripped the side of the seat. We reported the call when we got back to the station. The woman was gone, vanished, like she'd never existed. The house, empty, no sign of anyone living there. The weirdest part, I looked up the address the next day. It wasn't on the map. There was no record of the house. No one had lived there for years. In fact, the area had been abandoned for decades. I've never been back to that part of town, never taken another call that was anywhere near there. And every now and then, I hear that voice in my head, that whisper, "You're too late."